With my next guest, who is Larry Cohen. He's one of the top bridge professionals in the world. It's a pleasure and an honor to have you on the show, Larry.
Thank you, Barry.
So how did you get started and then end up in this profession?
Well, I learned at the age of 6 from my grandparents. I wasn't a professional at the age of 6, but that's when I learned. And when I was in college, I started to play a lot and realized soon after you could make money from it. It was better than a real job.
I understand you were one of the most successful tournament players, so why the switch to writing and teaching?
That's a good question. I spent really 30 years from age 20 to 50 playing in tournaments and hotel ballrooms and traveling all over, and it was kind of a stressful existence, eating poorly, sleeping poorly, and I realized that teaching and writing was a much more normal lifestyle, and I enjoyed it more, so I decided to do that instead of playing in all these tournaments.
Where do you teach, and do you travel still?
I still travel, but now it's peaceful. It's with my wife. She helps me. I can have a nice meal. I don't have to worry about playing bridge after and keeping my brain clear. So I travel all over the world teaching, often on cruise ships, but it's a much better lifestyle.
Do you teach locally?
Oh, sure. This South Florida is a hotbed of bridge. It's the thing to do down here now, and all the bridge clubs are overflowing, and I teach at various country clubs and do seminars all around South Florida.
Oh, I see. And have you met any famous people through bridge?
Oh, there's lots of famous players who play bridge. Probably the most famous of all right now would be Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, and I figure I've met both of them, of course, and if the two wealthiest people in the world play bridge, that's good for
you. Can rub
you might
off
met
on
Omar Sharif. Omar Sharif's a bridge player, so a lot of
Really?
famous people in bridge, yes.
So what's the strangest thing that ever happened to you in the bridge world?
Oh, boy, so many strange things happen in our world, but probably the weirdest was when the wife of my sponsor got kidnapped during the bridge tournament. He was very famous. He was with Syntex Corporation. They invented the birth control pill, and his wife was at the bridge tournament and got kidnapped by bridge players during the bridge tournament. So that was pretty strange.
Why?
For money. And the FBI came in and recovered her safely, thankfully, and captured the kidnappers, who turned out to be bridge players. And
wow.
They're out of jail now. I have to be careful.
Yeah, you should be.
Yeah.
So where do you rank as a player and a teacher and a writer in the country and in the world?
Well, it's funny. It depends who you ask. I mean, if you ask my wife, number one, of course. But it's a little subjective. It's like if you said, who's the best baseball player? But, I'd be in the top few in the country. As a player, I was in the top, maybe number 5 or so, even though my wife would say higher. And as a teacher and writer, I hope to be the best. If you ask my students, I hope that's what they would say.
That's great.
Yeah.
So why don't you give out your contact information where people can reach you, your name and your email address and your website and your phone number and all that?
Sure. Well, I don't know how many phone calls I want, but the website is the best place to find out everything about where I'm going to be, and so much information on bridge. Any bridge players that want to learn about bridge should go to the website. So that's www.larryco, LARRYCO.com. I wish it was LarryCohen.com, but there's a famous movie producer named Larry Cohen, and he stole it before me, so it's just LarryCo.com.
That's cool. Well, I wish you a lot of luck. It's been a pleasure having you on the show.
Well, good to be here. Thank you, Barry.
Take care.
Thank you.